And if you don't have a dream, what are you? It's just like someone who pays bills, someone who reproduces, someone who tries to buy a house. But we are all dreamers. Sometimes it's like we are so much involved with society that they make us forget that who are we?
Selam herkese, yeni bir Evde Yoklar bölümündeyiz.
Size inanılmaz bir aileyi tanıştıracağız şimdi.
Biz de şans eseri tanıştık. Türkiye'ye yeni geldiler.
Şu an bizde kalıyorlar.
Dünyayı tam 16 senedir geziyorlar. Yola çıktıklarında çocukları yokmuş. Şu anda bu 16 yıl boyunca 4 çocukları olmuş ve devam etmişler gezmeye.
3 tanesi mutfakta.
Evet. Ve 1928 model bir arabayla geziyorlar.
Well, thank you guys, thank you for this. We are a family. We are a family who is enjoying the chance to live in the most beautiful planet in the universe. And we don't want to miss that chance. So we left Argentina in January 2000. We left you. Then the family came. And we are so happy. We had the best 16 years of our life. We don't have so much here, but we do have so much here. So much experience, so much people that we met, so much wonderful memories, moments.
When did you start?
We started January 2000 with the idea to travel only 6 months. That it took already a lot of time.
And with backpacks. That was the original plan, not to go in this kind of car.
The idea was to go into Alaska, but we couldn't stop. When we get to Alaska, we took us 4 years to get to Alaska. Pampa showed up in this
It took
journey.
you 4 years to go to
Because we went down the Amazon, we built a raft, and we went all down the Amazon with the car. We went to many islands, like even Cuba, Trinidad and Tobago, places that we never thought. And the most important thing that took us so long was people. We never expect that when we will go out to the world, we will be more enjoying people than the world itself. You know, the people out there is so beautiful, it's amazing. We are thanks to the amazing people that we are meeting on the way that we are here. It is not that we are rich. We are rich in friends, we are rich in stories, but we are not rich in money. And thanks to so many beautiful people, we are here.
What have you been doing
Before.
Before,
Yes.
I was doing networking. I did have my own company of networking, putting wire for computer, fiber optic, you know, to connect telephones and computers. But if I had to tell you, or I had to write something about those 7 years doing that job, I don't think I feel 2 pages. And now, in 1 week of traveling, without no money, without not so much, I can write a chapter. It's amazing how incredible it is when you go for life, how life comes to you. But if you go for things, life doesn't come to you. We were dreaming since we were kids. I met her when she was 8. When she was 14,
And he was 10.
she was 14 when we started to be boyfriend and girlfriend. And we would always read a book about travelers. And we always asked ourselves, why not us?
Yeah.
Why not? So we said when we get married, we should go. But you know, life takes sidetracks. The house that we were building, the job that we were having, the fears that we were also having, they were making us postpone year after year the dream to go for the journey. After 6 years of marriage, we want to have kids. But we said, no, if we have kids, we will never drop. Let's go now. But imagine the chance to go for your love and for your dream. What else do you need in your life? Maybe we don't have a house, big house, maybe we don't have big money, but we have a beautiful life. We feel rich, we really feel rich.
I was working with my dad. I was assistant and I wasn't brave enough to tell to my dad that I was going for 6 months. so I said, Dad, I'm going for 4 months. Just a little liar. It wasn't too much. Because he couldn't believe it because they thought also that I was following him in his crazy idea. They never thought that it was my dream also, you know. And I remember one of the most special moments in my journey was 20 days after I left, where we were in the Atacama Desert in Chile. in the watching a sunset, and only us and the car and desert. It's the driest desert of the world. And in that moment, I realized that I was doing what I always wanted to do, with the person I always wanted to be, and that it was the right moment. And then I wrote a letter to my parents, and crying of happiness, and I told them, I'm very happy of what I'm doing now. And then, after that letter, they totally changed. They bought a map, and they followed me, and they would talk more often. They changed. They could understand that I was happy.
We left with only $4,000. But you know, to go to Merak, in that moment the petrol was very cheap, and we will go cooking and sleeping in the car. We will be able to make it. But 6 months after we left, we were in Ecuador only, not in Alaska, and we did run out of money.
What did you do?
I started painting. Because I painted my house, the tiles of the kitchen and the tiles on the floor, and then he said, why don't you learn to paint on paper? And then I will learn to frame your paintings, and then we will be able to sell. I will be the seller.
And I never framed anything, I never sold anything. I was always doing service, not sales. But the necessity, we were in Ecuador without no money even to come back to Argentina. So we say, we have to try to make the money to come back. Why we don't try to make the money to keep going? And we went to downtown, the capital city of Ecuador, Quito. We parked the car in the central park, we put some painting next to the car, and we did very well. We sold so many paintings that day.
Wow.
And we got so confident that we said, if we can't do it here, in this situation, we can do it anywhere. So it's amazing how people see it over the world like rolling over you, right? But wherever you go, you are on the top of the world. Whatever, and there's always a way to do something, because the world is a world of opportunities. So what it did work in one place, maybe not work in another, but you can make it. And when you're in a journey, you don't need money to go all around. All what you need is just to get to the next town. So how do you stop someone who has the will to do something?
How? You can't.
So whatever you tell him, nobody's attention, no, what if you break down, what if you get sick, what if you have the will, he will keep going. And this is the way to have life, right? To keep going. When we finished the journey in Alaska, we went home to Argentina because Candelara's mom was not very well. She was sick. So we went there and we read the book, and we brought a big one now. And now this is how we finance the journey, with the book. It is a book about, not mostly about journey, it's mostly about, come on, go for your dream. Because the big question is, who are you? Who am I? I'm not just only my name. I'm not what I'm doing to get some money. What am I? And the answer is your dream. Until you don't think seriously to go for your dream, you're no one. You're just another passing by. And every dream is achievable. Because maybe you look for you that is huge, that is so big. But if your heart can dream that, it's because your heart knows who you are. And he knows that you can go for that dream. So we should really become ourselves, we should be ourselves, we should be our dream.
Kitabımız bu. İsmi Spark Your Dream. So where can they find it in Turkey?
In Amazon.
Amazon.com.
Evet, Amazon'dan sipariş edebiliyorsunuz arkadaşlar. Spark Your Dream kitabın adı.
We are selling books to travel. We are not traveling to sell books.
Yes.
So with what we get, it's enough. And we don't get enough to pay hotels, airplanes, boats. We don't get enough. But as you are inviting us to your place, there are for sure will be more people who will invite us. We already been in more than 1,500 homes. And with the boats, we go to shipping company, we ask them for help. It's not all about money. When I left Argentina, I grew up thinking that everything is about money and no one will do nothing if there is no money involved. But no, when I went out there, I realized that it's a lot of people willing to be part of a dream. And all what you have to do is let them know, look, I need help. Can you help? I'm going with my dream with my wife, Candelaria. Can you help us? And it's amazing how people are willing to be part of the dream. And many times, people who help us so much, they say to us, thank you. They say, no, thank you, because I didn't go for my dream, but now I am part of one.
Do you have a dream yet? I know it's too early, but...
Well, I like to work in Greenpeace a lot.
Ooh! Why Greenpeace?
Well, maybe because I was going in many parts of traveling, maybe throughout Africa or something like that. I like to love the nature place.
For us, as a father, the most important thing for our kid or for any person, it is not what are you going to do to live your life. It is what are you going to become, what you want to be, not do. Because you can find many ways to find the money to pay bills and everything. But you have only one chance to be yourself. So it's focusing what you want to be and then how you will pay the bills. They will be always a way. And the more you put love in what you do, the much easier way to pay the bill as well.
Now, how about traveling with the kids?
It's amazing. It's fantastic to travel with them because also they are good travelers. But it's very nice to discover the world with your children.
But they're born travelers, right?
Yeah, but it's so nice because we can see how they perceive the world, and we can see the world by their own eyes and adults' eyes. Some days we do program for us, like going to certain places, and some days we do program for them to go to see a Star Wars movie, for example, or something like that. So we try to do a combination, and it's working very good.
For most of the people, it's really crazy, to go such a holiday with just one kid.
Yeah.
So we are traveling with 4 kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus
In the car.
In the car.
And the
plus,
old car.
And it's a car from 1928.
Yes, but
So what's the magic?
the magic is go for a challenge. Don't look and get focused in the little rock on the way. Focus on the mountain. So when you go for your dream, there are no more problems, only challenges. And if there is a stone, it should make steps for you to get higher. So don't focus on what if this happened, what if nothing happened. We never ever thank God that we got sick. Only me malaria in Africa, but then never the kids anything. And the car did broke down, but always on the right place. And if you're gonna do something really nice, try to do with your family. This is the dream of anyone who doesn't want to go to travel to see this spectacular, beautiful world. So go. The road starts in your front door, and it's just keep going the road. It will take you anywhere. So don't be afraid. Don't let your fear be the owner of your life. You are the owner. Go for the challenge. It's the first day. I feel so happy because I'm trying to go for my dream. And a lot of people ask about what about education for the kids, right? We have to be serious about education, and we have to take education as parents in our hands as well. So if they're going to live in this world, we should show them how the world is, how the world works, how the world runs, how the world moves. So we have to show them everything. Like as you say today, when you grow up in a box, you don't see outside the box.
Yeah.
But here there is no other box. This is a round globe, and we go to see how is the Everest. We go to see the Great Wall. We go to see all the history of the planet we have, but also the nature, how the volcanoes work, how in Africa the chain of animals work, and in the ocean and the rain, everything. But also the imagine that they experience everything. It's not that they are studying, sitting in books. They are experiencing many things. That they are much more curious, that they are much more extroverted, that they are much more confident. But the most important thing that we need to teach them is to go for the dream.
they always imagine that you must be some extreme people, you know. But you are a pretty standard, common family.
Very common, very
common.
Very
I've
common.
seen it myself. You know, they like milk, standard children.
They like video games, right? You like video games?
Yeah, and you know,
Yes.
he loves video games. You were playing the whole time when you were upstairs.
Nice.
No, I only play video games when it's dark because we cannot do nothing outside.
So very good, you know. So he's not like a typical child, but you know, like you
But
care
you're
that.
right. Yeah, you're right. We like the comfort, for example. We like a flat TV, a nice coat.
Yeah.
Everything like everybody likes.
Exactly.
But we know that we can live without them.
Guy, come! Come to say hello!
I am Taylor and I'm 10 years old.
And where you were born?
I was born in Argentina.
And you?
I am Paloma, but I born in Canada.
And how old are you? Yes.
I'm Wallaby and I born in Australia and I'm 6 years old.
Yeah!
Where does everyone sleep in the car?
Up the car there's a big pit. Over there, like there's two sides.
Yeah.
Two sides and you push like this and then you go to the sides.
The sides is
Taylor
not-
It opens.
sleeps in one side and Papa sleeps in another side and in the middle Wallaby and me sleep.
And what about mommy and daddy?
Mommy and Daddy sleeps down like the coaches can go down and they all stay straight like a bed.
So can you just briefly tell like which continent, how many years?
Yeah.
Well, we left from Argentina to go to Alaska, going through the whole America continent, right? But then we couldn't stop and we went to Australia, New Zealand, Korea, Japan, Philippines, and Sumatra, Indonesia Island, Java. Also, we went to Borneo Island. And then from Singapore, we did all the Southeast Asia countries like Thailand, Laos, Cambodia. And we went also to China. And from China, we went to Tibet. We went all the way to see the Everest. And then to Nepal, India.
India, we stay a lot. And then from India, we shipped the car to South Africa. And then from South Africa all the way to Cape Town, to Cairo in Egypt. And then from there to Jordan, Israel, and here.
And from here, we wanted to go to finish the journey in Europe. We are so close. We were always saving for the last Europe because it's so easy, right? And then from there, we will go to Argentina back. But we have already 16 years on the road.
And then
But-
there's 3 or 4.
They go so fast when you have fun. You know, I can realize that we've been so long because the kids. Otherwise, I feel like we were only 1 or 2 years on the road. So we are having so much fun that time flies. And we never thought it. If you would ask me before I started the journey that we will go for a journey that long, 16 years, that we will have to make the money on the journey, that we will have to go through so many situations, plus having 4 kids, I would say no, well, I'm not going. But thank God we did. Thank God we did. You know, we all play by ears. A lot of people think what's your plan, but every day we play by ears and we make the best of it. And it's amazing how wonderful life can be if you go for what you feel to go.
Zapp ailesiyle tanışmak, onların macera dolu hayatlarını dinlemek ve benzer hayalleriniz varsa onlardan yol gösterici tavsiyelerini duymak ister misiniz? Türkiye'den ayrılmadan önce İstanbul'da bir konuşma yapacaklar. Bu konuşmanın yer ve zaman bilgilerini öğrenmek için Biz Evde Yokuz'un YouTube, Instagram, Facebook ve Twitter sosyal medya kanallarını takip etmeyi unutmayın. Zapp ailesinin Türkiye yolculuğunda siz de bizim gibi evinizin kapısını onlara açmak isterseniz bizevdeyokuz.com'daki Zapp ailesi yazısının altına oturduğunuz şehri ve onlara mesajınızı yazın. İrtibat bilgilerinizin doğru olduğundan emin olun.